It's Brittany, bitch.
I'm Yuri.
I'm Jacob.
And we're going for a drive. 2022 Porsche Cayenne.
Turbo GT with performance start. Yuri, he has never launched this before. Look at your boost gauge. Launch it. I want you to load that up.
To what?
Keep going, keep going.
Holy.
Now.
Oh my God. That's really fast for an SUV.
Stupid fast.
Horsepower and torque.
631 horsepower, 626 pound-feet of torque from a twin-turbo 4-liter V8.
So that's all the driving I've done of this car, just one launch. Jacob, tell me all about this.
This is the first Porsche GT car as an SUV, hence the Turbo GT name.
So this kind of competes with the Urus.
Yes, the Urus, Lamborghini.
And then kind of the Trackhawk when you're launching forward.
Yes, but turn-wise, this only competes directly with the Lamborghini Urus. This thing is insane. This is the best handling SUV I've ever driven. I am shocked at what the capabilities of this thing are.
Show me through cliche corner. Let's talk more drive.
Okay, this is the Nürburgring record holder for an SUV, and look at this, dude. This shouldn't do what it's doing right now. Like,
that's like
watch this,
that's
watch
like
this.
Supercar, sports car.
Oversteer, like, this is nuts.
That's nice. I feel like
this now has the cliche corner production SUV record, by the way.
But that's pretty comparable to like the Lambo. I think the Lambo might have sounded a bit better.
It sounded better, but this feel-wise, like once you drive this, because Yuri has genuinely not felt the steering wheel through turns yet.
Because the Urus was like one of my favorite vehicles for going through turns in general. And then launch-wise, it was good. Not as exciting as the 911 Turbo S, obviously, because it's a big SUV, but also not as exciting as the Trackhawk.
It's all function rather than like theater.
Yeah, I like theater.
So now I should probably launch it. Performance start. That boost gauge. Jeez. Wow. 0 to 60 is around 3 seconds, which is slightly faster than the Lamborghini Urus. This does like an 11-second quarter mile, which again is slightly faster than an Urus.
Yeah, this is a wild SUV, but you seem so surprised that Porsche made such a crazy fast SUV, and I'm like, yes, this makes perfect sense. They're good at this stuff. All of their SUVs feel like cars. Like they could probably make one with 3 rows and extend it, and it would still feel better than everything else on the road.
I'm just shocked at what they are able to pull out of this compared to like the Porsche Cayenne. I'm gonna send this through cliche again, and like just the steering feel from this is insane. The ability for it to turn in the way it does and how high we are off the ground is absolutely insane. Like the Turbo was great. It turned pretty good. It went straight really fast, but this straight turning everything is just another level.
Yeah, but that's why it's a GT car.
I know.
They couldn't do that without saying GT, and I think the name Turbo GT is really cool.
I just didn't expect that extra level of performance. Like I was like, okay, Turbo GT. I wasn't that excited to drive.
What
this.
are all the upgrades? They're all like handling related and cooling related and track related, right?
Yep, pretty much.
So
and engine related as well.
You're so surprised, but like I'm like, this is exactly what Porsche does and does best. So like,
man, it's just I'm so high off the ground. Like this thing shouldn't do what it does. It's so flat because they've retuned all the suspension. They've retuned the active sway bars and stuff like that. Like, holy crap, did they do a like bang up job, knockout. Like this is amazing.
And do you like the looks? I love the looks. It is a coupe.
I've said that I really like the Coupe A SUV of the Cayenne version.
It's got a wing on it. It's got 2 wings. One that goes up, one that's static there. And when you lift the trunk, the sides stay there.
Yeah, it's got these little side plates and apparently helps on the Nürburgring.
And how about the rest of the looks?
I think it's pretty good. I'm not in love with this paint. It is a PTS, paint to sample.
And the first thing I noticed about this car was how cool the paint is. It's like borderline chameleon paint. This is like one of my most favorite paints of the year. Yeah.
This is oak green metallic.
Yeah, this looks amazing. Like one of the coolest paints.
It kind of makes sense because like you have so much power to have it in something somewhat subtle. Kind of makes sense. And the wheels too. The wheels are sick as hell.
Yeah, the big gold GT wheels. Can't complain about that at all. And then we've got nice big brake calipers and carbon ceramis.
Huge brakes out front, like massive.
And then quickly, interior-wise, this is just nice, normal Porsche, not Taycan levels. I can still adjust the vents and everything. And then we do have a lot of like capacitive touch buttons and everything. Sirius XM satellite radio. And I recently did a road trip to pick up a trailer for one of my cars. and I had to listen to normal radio because I didn't have an aux cord. And the amount of times it cut out on the road trip, it would have been so much better to have Sirius XM. That'd be the same station the whole way.
I agree. It's really nice to have on road trips. But one of the coolest features in this interior is the fact that our sport response button is red.
Yeah, I got in. I'm like, what?
Jeez. Okay, so you get 20 seconds of extra boost.
Why would they make this red and not any other Porsche's red? But
they had to make this one extra special because it's a Cayenne.
I like it.
And then that's our drive modes as well. So I've been driving this in Sport Plus exclusively, although I've been getting terrible gas mileage, which I also expected, but not quite as terrible as it actually is.
Rich people don't care about gas mileage. Rich
They
people
don't.
invest in oil companies that charge more for gas.
Yes.
So the more they use, the more they get back from their investments.
Yes, but let's talk about this exhaust sound because it sounds okay. It's that 4-liter twin-turbo V8 that's just kind of across the board for Lamborghini and stuff like that. It's just okay. Let's take a listen to the outside.
And then let's do some drive-by clips because I think in our last Porsche Cayenne Turbo video, people were complaining about like, that sounds awful, but like, okay, we record the audio while the car is driving, so it may sound a little different than like a drive-by or whatever, so.
Yeah, it's still that 4-liter twin turbo that just, it's very muffled. Even though we have a titanium exhaust on this, which saves weight and looks really cool, we have center dual exhaust on an SUV. The last car, or SUV, that I remember having that was the first gen SRT8 Jeep.
Yeah, that looks sick.
And then they changed it because I think people like to tow and it definitely gets in the way of a tow hitch, so then people had to come up with all these crazy solutions for towing. And then the final thing that I'd like to talk about, well, final two things. Suspension, extremely well sorted. It is air suspension. It's adaptive. You can change the ride height.
Wait, you're telling me
settings.
Porsches have good suspensions?
As always.
Whoa,
but
I'm so surprised.
It's not too stiff for a GT car in the stiffest mode. And the last thing being the driving position. It is quite high, but you still kind of feel low in here just because you can have the seat pretty low. And then you have your yellow marker on your steering wheel, so you know you're going to have a good time. You have your center tack with your turbo GT gauge. I love sitting in this.
Yeah, but this seating position compared to, I guarantee you get into a Trackhawk seating position and this is going to feel like you're in an Indy car.
Yeah, exactly. So anyways, last thing I want to talk about, let's get you into the driver's seat again for the rest of your real experience.
Right into cliche corner.
Yes.
Manual, paddles.
Drive this like a GT3, Yuri.
I don't drive GT3s.
Yeah. Sometimes we do.
Not very often.
Crazy fast.
Very, very impressive through there.
And it's all-wheel drive, but it feels like a lot of it's in the back, obviously.
Yeah, totally awesome. And then let's see if I push the sport response button. I feel like I didn't even notice it because I was in like already a sport mode and like, the right gear. But yeah, this is totally awesome to drive, but it doesn't get me going like an Urus. I'm going to be brutally honest with you.
Oh, okay.
I was more of an Urus fanboy than this, and also more of a Trackhawk fanboy than this.
I also fully understand both of those.
This is for someone who's not me.
But depending on what type of person you are, and if this is for you, head to tsp.truecar.com, discounted price offers. Maybe you can shop for a Lamborghini Urus while you're there.
And you can go to continentaltire.com/TheStraightPipes to find your Continental recommended tire for your car.
Holy that was a bird.
I saw that coming in, but I didn't panic.
I closed my eyes. I thought it was coming through the windshield.
It's from the side, though. I think.
No, dude, it hit right here.
All right, now normal through cliche corner while we talk about more stuff. What else do you want to chat about?
Let's talk about the rest of this interior. So these grab handles, I think they're a bit of a kind of ridiculous thing now because my my knuckles hit now.
And my theory is they were never grab handles. They're just decoration. Because if they were real grab handles, why do I have one?
Because when you're
Check,
off-road,
mate.
When you're
when I'm off-road, I need to drive like this.
Exactly.
Right? Yeah, just for decoration.
I mean, it's both.
Leave a comment below if you know who said just for decoration.
There's a lot of cars that have it on the driver's side as well, like trucks and stuff.
That's to get in, though. Do you know who said
that's to get in?
Do you know who said just for decoration?
No.
Just for decoration.
Someone's gonna leave a comment.
So then we got 2 cup holders. They fit a small cup just fine. You got your Bieber brew or whatever.
I guess.
Visors.
Yeah, they're Alcantara.
3, 2, 1.
Fail. Darn.
Huh?
And we have an Alcantara headliner, and we have a carbon fiber roof because we don't have a sunroof.
Yeah, I'd much prefer a sunroof. And then we've got carbon fiber mirrors.
We got carbon fiber everywhere.
And the wings. Yeah, it's nice.
Diffuser, everything. Except we have plastic cladding on the outside.
Yeah, gotta have plastic cladding. SUV. Just like the WRX.
They could have done carbon.
And back to the infotainment, Apple CarPlay. It's an older generation of the Porsche infotainment, not the newest. Overall, doable. Good enough 360 camera, reverse camera, all that stuff.
Well, what I love about the CarPlay is how big it is. It's huge. It takes up the whole screen.
And then this has radar cruise lane keep,
Yes.
but it's not like...
No, it's not lane centering.
It's not the good Porsche lane centering, but this is a race car, so like race SUV, so who cares?
So whatever. This is a driver's car.
Yo, I'm driving super slow in normal. I'm gonna push the button, we'll see what happens, okay?
Ready. I think you went a little too soon after it.
I pushed the button and then I floored it,
Yeah.
and it took time. Yuri is not impressed.
ZF 8-speed, it's not a dual clutch. I assume that's to handle the torque or possibly to tow in the regular one, but it's also retuned here. But
It's a nice it's definitely a nice transmission. But in that moment when I
Yes.
clicked the sport response button and floored it, it did not sport respond quick enough for my liking.
yeah,
I would rather just keep it in sport mode and just guzzle that gas so when I need it, it's there.
exactly. And back seat room is fantastic considering this is a coupe SUV.
Yeah, well, we all know we both love coupe SUVs.
I love this particular one. And then we have carbon fiber on the interior as well. We do have some gloss black, but most of the touch points are all nice soft Alcantara.
Okay, do you think the carbon fiber on the interior is real carbon fiber or fake carbon fiber? Because like, it
I'm
kind
not
of
even
looks
gonna
fake.
question it.
It kind of looks fake.
No, this is 100%. This is 1,000% real.
All right. We'll see.
I will put every penny I've ever earned in my entire life on that bet.
And then to briefly touch on the looks of the front end, we got a bigger grille. We forgot to mention that.
Yes, we do.
Bigger, more aggressive. Then we got that cool diffuser at the back too.
In carbon.
I do really like the looks of this
Yeah, so do
compared
I.
to other ones. Would you take this in a normal style SUV? I don't even know if this comes in a normal style SUV.
I think maybe in Europe it does, maybe not.
Got to be coupe gang for life. Because then where would all the cool spoilers go?
Yeah, this makes sense as
They
a coupe.
probably can't set a Nürburgring record time in a non-coupe.
Probably not.
Which means the coupe is the true form of the SUV. If you title this the fastest SUV in the world,
Yep.
then that doesn't exist in a non-coupe.
Okay. All right.
What are you titling this video?
I don't know yet. Let me know in the comments what I titled the video right now.
All right, with everything out of the way, let's get to the price.
This starts at $200,700.
Canadian.
This one is $227,160 with $12,000 of that being the PTS paint to sample.
If you're into fast Porsche SUVs, you need to get this.
Bargain of the century. You know why? And I'm gonna justify it here again because the Lamborghini Urus costs significantly more and it's technically slower than this.
Hear me out. Lamborghini Urus with the Mansory kit,
Oh no.
way cooler. And then I'm gonna say this, I would rather have a Trackhawk over this just because of like the and exhaust and everything. Like that's my personal take because I don't really need to go fast around corners in an SUV.
I 100,000% also agree with you because of where we live in Southern Ontario. There's only Cliche Corner. We don't have a Nürburgring. I like to go fast in a straight line. So Trackhawk for me too.
Durango Hellcat or Trackhawk or this?
Oh man, Durango Hellcat
I think
was just,
Durango Hellcat was like the.
it was the most ridiculous because it's 3-row.
Yeah, but I don't think I need 3-row.
I definitely don't, but it's funnier.
Let us know in the comments below. Trackhawk, Durango Hellcat, Urus, or this. What is this? Turbo GT.
Turbo GT. But I do really love what they did with this car.
It kind of sucks that they use the Turbo GT name on this and not on something else, but like it is an awesome name for this too.
Yeah, it makes sense for this.